Hello, YouTube. This is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? This is Kevin from Keith Kevin Ken, and we're going with our daily knife of the day. And today, the knife of the day is the Spyderco Barong, Barong, by the custom knife maker. And I'll tell you, a frequent collaborator with Spyderco, just a wonderful designer, Ed Shimp. As we go through this Spyderco collection, knife after knife after knife, day after day after day, you're going to see some unbelievable designs, and a lot of them will be from Ed Shimp. He's just a great knife maker. So let's talk about the Barong, okay? Uh, the Spyderco Barong is part of their ethnic series, and Ed Shimp does a lot of knives in the ethnic series and outside of the ethnic series. The Barong is a knife that came from the Philippines. You can have a large Barong knife or a small one. It has this leaf-shaped blade with this nice belly. It almost is like the Spyderco leaf-shaped blades. And you see that strong belly. So it's a Filipino knife. Uh, I'll tell you, here's one thing about Spyderco, and you'll see this a lot. I showed when we started this daily series just a couple of days ago, the Spyderco Phoenix, and someone on Instagram said, man, it looks uncomfortable and the ergos and all of that. The one thing that Spyderco, and they admit it, Sal Glasser admits it, a lot of people look at their knives and say they're ugly. You know, they don't fit other folks' image of knives. But man, when you put it in your hand, it's unbelievable. Now, the thing about the ethnic series from Spyderco, and the reason I like Spyderco as a knife company, is they're not just satisfied selling Kevin knives. I mean, they're happy. That's the business. They've been in the business for 40 years. So that is what they do. But they do this ethnic series that really gives some of these older designers a chance to go into the library, travel, figure out some of these knife shapes that come out of these foreign communities for, that have exist for decades. Most of them, just like the Barong, are tactical as well as EDC knives. You can imagine, right? If you're in a village or in a town or whatever, and this is your ethnic knife, you're going to need it to protect yourself and also need it as an EDC. So let's talk about the Barong. First off, it's VG10 steel. And while they say the blade is 3.9 inches, really the useful part of the blade, the sharp blade, is 3 inches long. Just a great, great shape or a great length. Flat ground, so it does a lot of great slicing. I'm a big choil guy. And with all of this shape right here on this barong, where you can choke up on the knife, it's really great. It's better than a choil. And that's why they give you so much room. Of course, it also houses the Spidey hole for opening, but just a nice functional shape. I love it. I really do. Um, there is a period in Spyderco's history where they must have gotten a great deal on green G10. This is one of the green G10 knives. You'll see as we go through this day after day, and I start doing these quickie videos and explaining some of these knives, you'll start to see some of these connections. Green, a number of discontinued knives. This is discontinued. A lot of them have green, or they have this light gray G10. Stainless steel full liners, and it has a liner lock. I love the fact that now the ethnic series, they do take these ethnic knives, but they apply all the modern knife making materials and knife making conventions to it so that they become folding knives. Here, they do have the liner lock. I love the shape of the handle. First, it looks attractive, right? Second, it gives you real quick access to the Spidey hole for opening. But the other thing about it is they take this big wide knife, this big wide VG10 blade, and they hide it away. So in your pocket, it isn't as wide as you would think. It carries very nicely. This has only tip-up carry, both right and left tip-up carry. See-through construction, which I love because I'm lazy and it's easy to blow through and clean it. Yeah, that's an ugly clip, isn't it? You know, sometimes on some of these older knives, discontinued knives, I see this wonderful design, and then I see the regular Spyderco clip, and I go, oh my goodness, what were they thinking of? My guess is they were thinking of cost. It works perfectly well. It does. But still, come on. Come on. I would say it was too early for the wire clip, but it wasn't. The wire clip was one of the early designs that they added to the knife. And you'll see that as we go on. You're going to see a lot of firsts from Spyderco's as we go through the collection. This, my friends, is the Spyderco Barong, part of the Ethnic series, designed by Ed Shimp. You'll see that logo on several knives as we go through. And the knives where you go, what the heck? A lot of them will be Ed Shimp knives. Just a wonderful knife. And by the way, you'll also see Ed Shimp does it, a number of the older designers that Spyderco work with. And when I say older, I mean just masters, right? You'll see a lot of knives, and especially Ed Shimp does it, a lot of Ed Shimp's knives, where the blade is angled. You see how it's angled? People think that that's uncomfortable, but actually, as he explains it, and as Spyderco explains it, it is angled down so it aligns better with your wrist. You have better control. The cutting edge is better with your wrist when it's angled down. So you'll see a lot of his knives, the ethnic knives, as well as the non-ethnic knives, where he will angle the blade. That, my friends, is the Spyderco Barong, a collaboration with Ed Shimp, part of Spyderco's Ethnic series of knives. I love the shape of it. The official blade, the VG10 steel, 3.9 inches, but as you can tell, the cutting edge, just 3 inches. You will always see me as we go through the Spydercos. At the end, I will compare them to the Endura, the Paramilitary 2, and the Delica, because I know most of you are familiar with those. That way you can look at the size and the width of the knife. That's it, folks. That's the knife of the day. Hey, later on today, before 11 o'clock, we're going to continue, like we have for the past year, the pocket dump deconstruction, where we talk about at least 4 knives and all the other stuff that'll be in my pockets. I like full pockets. So we're going to talk about that and slurp all over it. We continue to do that every day. We're going to do the knife of the day. I'm getting a new knife from Browse Blades today. It's in the neighborhood. I'm really excited about this knife. So I'll do that as well. Don't forget to thumb this up. Go crazy on the thumb ups. Let me know, when you're only doing the 3rd day of a daily knife series, you want to know that you guys are loving it. You've been showing love. Show love. Share it. Like it. Share it. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. And once we do, I'll give away 2 Spyderco knives. At least one will be a Sprint Run limited edition. So go crazy and subscribe and turn on your notifications, because We do this every day. We do the pocket dump deconstructions every day. We will be doing new knives as they come in as well. You don't want to be left out. And of course, there's a playlist. My friend Ripley told me to name it Knife of Knife of the Day, and that's what it's named. So go check out all of them. Thanks, you guys. Have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.